Good day, everybody. This is Ray Seishovel, partner at Garris Horn. Today we have a special edition of Garris Horn Insights. We're introducing our newest partner to the firm, John Levonick. Now, John and I have gone back many, many years, and I know that he knows law from every practical end, and particularly the hands-on part of the law and how to make things work. So I'm really thrilled, and the partners are as well here at Garris Horn to have him on board. I thought I would introduce to John. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do, where you want to head. Take it away, John.
Thanks, Ray. Well, I'm thrilled to be here. Great group to join. Very flattered to be part of this the Garris Horn team. But a little bit about me. First and foremost, dad of four little wonderful children, husband and regulatory compliance lawyer, 20 plus years. Hard to imagine. Been doing just about everything in this space. Did the reverse commute effectively, started in-house and worked my way into private practice later in my career. From what I understand, most lawyers do the opposite. But at the end of the day, many years in regulatory compliance, mortgage lending, technology, working for many wonderful service providers, back office, overflow contract underwriters, all the way through mortgage LOS company. Wonderful experience there. And, obviously through my years of due diligence and third-party review, spent many years supporting secondary market investors in the acquisition of mortgages from originators and the private label securitization effect around there. Through couple of law firms, New York office of a couple larger law firms, and most recently started my own due diligence and third-party review with a few close friends and confidants, and had a heck of a run in a very short period of time. We're able to find a lot of success. Doing what I love most is reducing the friction between the purchase and sale of assets from the primary to the secondary market. Now with Garris Horn, very excited to be here and continue to help my capital market investor clients with all their contracting needs, originator clients in finding exits, private label, private capital market exits for their assets, and focusing on fintech. Obviously technology has been a big part of what I've done. Building a company, it's given me an opportunity to get a real good appreciation for concepts such as business resilience, security, privacy, and how important those elements are in being a service provider, supporting the financial services industry, and being able to, assure your clients that you can protect and preserve their consumer data. And I think that's really under appreciated aspects of the market, which the attention is growing. The regulatory schema is growing on a state-by-state basis. Another great example of the federal government failing to provide uniform guidance, which permits the states to create their patchwork of state regulatory obligations, which is going to become overwhelming for a lot of large institutions, technology companies. So really looking forward to helping those companies navigate the rising tide of privacy, cybersecurity, business resilience, and obviously working with a few of my technology friends looking to move into other jurisdictions, and primarily there's a lot of European fintechs looking to get a footprint in the U.S. financial services industry, and working with them to navigate the wonderful regulatory landscape, which has kept us so well fed all these years, Ray.
Yeah, well, it has. I mean, I have 5 kids myself. So between our 9 kids, somebody had to feed them, and the CGB and others have done quite well for us. So I'm happy for that. And again, of course, I've known you for a long time, and I think if you can comment on this, I will. Otherwise, and tell me if I'm crazy. But what I'm hearing as well, what you're saying is you're really good at being able to navigate and implement the requirements for a company hands-on, right? I mean, I think that's look. A lot of people are good at, I know the law and going to write it this way and do an opinion letter. Not saying you're not capable. Of course, you're very good at that. Other people can litigate. But from what I've seen you do, it's like you deal with a lot of application of law in a business setting. And again, we taught to press tables in a way when we had to do diligence and we had to negotiate those things. So but I think that's kind of what you bring to the table. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Having been in-house for many years, my job was to make the complex easy to digest and easy to understand and make it work. And at the end of the day, nobody wanted to hear me pontificate about the possibility and probability of the legal implications. They just wanted a solution, and they didn't care how we got to it. They want something functional that protected them and got them what they needed. So that's what I look to do for my clients, Ray, is the kind of like a no nonsense approach to getting clients what they need, protect them legally. But like I said, if you can't translate what we do and make it digestible by a seventh grader, then we're not good at our jobs. So at the end of the day, that's always been my threshold. If I could explain it to a seventh grader, then I know it well enough to do it for my clients.
I think you're right. It's what they say, right? It's like if you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it. And so my experience with you is there are many things I know you've talked down to me like a seventh grader, and I need it, so I appreciate it. And I know, so as a result, I can tell you firsthand you're really good at it, so I appreciate that. Well, very good. Thanks for coming on board. And again, the partners are thrilled that you're here. So we're very lucky to have you. I assure you our clients are very lucky to have you around as well. We'll tap into that as well to your resource. So any final words, any passing words, any wisdom you can shed otherwise, and before we move on?
Just really thrilled to see what this journey is going to entail. A lot of doors have been opening as a result of joining Garris Horn, which has been fantastic. And I'm just eager to see where this next stage takes us. Because law firm traditionally is a lot of individuals, but what I've seen at Garris Horn, which makes it different, is it's a collective group of people here, which really distinguishes that from other law firms and the big law mentality. So I couldn't be happier to be here, Ray. Couldn't be happier to call you Pierre, and I'm more than thrilled to see what the future has in store for us.
Well, very good, John. Thanks. And yeah, I too, same here. I'm glad you're here. So it's other partners. And I'm sure it's going to be an interesting journey. I'll guarantee that for you. How's that? Well, very good.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining. Thanks for coming on board. Thanks for giving us your insight, and we'll take it from there. Thank you, everybody, for listening to another episode of Garris Horn Insights. And again, contact any one of us. You got my contact. John Levonick's contact will be at the end of the last slide. So if you have any questions for him, please feel free to reach out, and we'll take it from there. Thank you again, and have a good day.